Hello everyone, my name is Zino and welcome to Hardcore Season 2 on Minecraft 1.17, but we have a data pack and now we are on 1.18 and you can find a link in the description to that data pack. Day 1. Because we are on a small island and we don't have any tree here, I start to collect some seed. I go to another island to collect some wood. After that I replant the old tree I cut down. I see one tropical fish on the water and I go to that. I see a strange island and I want to see what is that. I found a mushroom island and that is perfect for a starter base or a future industrial district. I settle in a cave, I made a crafting table, I made a wooden pickaxe and I start to mine some stone. I made my first stone pickaxe, I collect some coal and cobblestone and I made my first furnace. I eat my tropical fish and after that I realize I can have infinite food from the mushroom cows. I spend my first night in that cave. Day 2. I start the day by planting some trees because I need wood. I made a sword and after that I go to mine. I found some coals, gold and finally iron. I place my iron and my copper in the furnace and after that I go back to mine. I collect my first piece of iron and after that I made an iron pickaxe. And the end of day 2 is here. Day 3. I found a big cave and I go to explore that because I need so much iron. In that cave with water to find some iron because in the previous one I don't found any piece of iron. I regenerate my iron bar with that magma cube and after that I found some iron. And I put that iron in the furnace. After that I made my own mine to mine iron. And after some times I found iron. I made a chestplate and a helmet and after that I go down in a very big cave. I collect more iron and after that I complete my armor. In the mine I beat 2 endermen and I got 2 ender pearl. Day 4. I made an iron axe and after that I go to cut down some tree. And after that I replant them. I go to mine and I found a mineshaft. That's a very good source of string. In that mineshaft I found a minecart with a chest and I get my first diamond. Because I have very more string, now I can make some wool and with wool I can make a bed for me. Day 5. I found a sunken ship very close to my island and I go to explore that. In the first chest I found a treasure map, some paper and some book. In the next chest I found very more iron and gold. Because I am an adventurer I go to find a treasure. I found a treasure and here I found 5 diamonds. And a lot of iron. When I go home I found another sunken ship. Here I found very more emerald and iron. Day 6. I start the day by collecting some sugarcane and after that I collect some dirt because I want to make a farming area. I collect a lot of dirt and after that I start to make a farming area in the small lake of my island. Day 7. Early in the morning I start to work on the farming area. After I finish that I start to make the soil fertile. I plant some potatoes, some carrots and sugarcane. I meet a wandering trader and he don't have too good traits. In the end of the day I cut down some trees. Day 8. I start the day by collecting and replant the sugarcane. After that I go to explore the area around my island. After some times I found an ocean monument. I found the savanna and I start to collect some acacia wood and the acacia sapling. After that I found a village and I settle here for the night. Day 9. I collect the old hay bale, I found the village and the old crops. After that I found another village in a desert. I collect the old hay bales, composter and the bats from that village. After I leave the village I found a lush cave. I caught a sheep and I took it home. I arrive home in the evening accompanied by a dolphin. Day 10. In the morning I place the sheep in the safe place and after that I plant an acacia tree. I expand my storage and I leave some item here. After that I caught another sheep and I took that home. In the evening I place the sheep in the same place where I placed the first one. Day 11. In the morning I collect my crops and replant that and after that I plant some acacia tree. I caught 2 mushroom cows and I place that in a safe place and after that I go to multiply the mushroom cows from the entire island. After that I caught 2 more mushroom cows and after that I transform one in a normal cows. Day 20. I started the day with some farming and after that I made some torch and I go to mine. After a little bit time I found a giant cave and I go to explore that. I found some iron and after that I go to search more iron. I beat an enderman and I get one more pearl. And finally I found diamonds. Day 13. In the morning I transform a mushroom cow in a normal cow. After that I multiply my old animals. I made my first diamond pickaxe, sword and axe. I decided me that's a time to make another portal and for build that I use the old technique with the lava bucket. After that I made a flint and steel and I go in the nether for the first time. I found a bastion but I don't go in that because I don't have a too good armor. Day 14. On this day I decided me to explore more around my island. After some times I found another portal ruin and here I found a golden apple and I collect the gold block. After that I found a sunken ship where I found iron, lapis, emeralds and a treasure map. I place a door and I start to dig. I found a treasure and here I found iron, gold, emerald and a heart of sea. I found a big ocean ruin and unfortunately I don't found any chest. Day 15. I make some shovels and after that I start to collect very more dirt because I need very more dirt for a future project. In the end of day 50 I get 12 stack of dirt and almost 1. Day 16. I made some fence and I start to make a place for a cow's farm. I place a fence gate with a slab on that because that's the old brick which I use in the past to separate the small cows from the big cows. I collect some wool from the sheep, I craft some carpets and I place it on the fence gate because that's a way to get in and get out very easier. I move up the cows and after that I multiply that. I cow some mushroom cows and after that I transform that into normal cows. In the end of the day I expand my sugarcane farm. Day 17. I started the day by collecting some obsidian because I want to make an enchantment table. And I want to craft my enchantment table, I realized I have only a single piece of diamond and that is not enough. And I go to mine some diamonds. And after a little time I found some diamonds. After that I multiply my cows and the night is here. Day 18. Because now I have enough diamond, I craft the enchantment tables. After that I craft a bookshelf for all my items and I place it. I collect my sugarcane and I expand the sugarcane farm. In the end of the day I multiply again my cows. Day 19. In the morning I multiply my animal and I separate the small cows from the big cows. I kill my cows and I get 14 ladders. I made 2 more bookshelves and I place it. And after that I expand very more my sugarcane farm. In the end of the day I go to mine and I found more diamonds. Day 20. I start the day by collecting my old sugarcane. I expand my sugarcane farm on the other side of the island. I multiply the animal again and I separate the big cows from the small cows. I made 2 more bookshelves and I place it. I made some torch and I lighting the old piece of my island where the mob can spawn. Day 21. I multiply the animal again and after that I kill the big cows. After that I made 5 more bookshelves and I place that. Day 22. I kill my cows, I made some bookshelves and after that I made my enchantment table to level 13. I go in nether to mine some quartz to make XP. After that I go home and I place efficiency 4 on my pickaxe. After that I see that I can get looting tree on my sword and I go to mine quartz for XP. Day 23. I place the looting tree on my sword and I get sharpness 4, fire aspect 2 and looting tree. After that I see that I can get seal touch on my shovel and I go mine quartz for XP. I made level 13 and I place the seal touch on my shovel. And at the end of the day I collect my old sugarcane. Day 24 to 25. On this day I decided me to make my armor for diamond. I go to mine and I found more diamonds. I found some crystal and I collect 2 to make a spyglass. After that I realize I need a sharp and I go back to get one. And I craft for the first time a spyglass. And now we can see the sunset of day 25 with my spyglass. Day 26. I start the day by making a dirt pillar and after that I make a big platform of dirt. After I finish to make the platform I start to place some grass block because I want to transform the dirt in a grass block. After I finish to place the grass block, the end of the day is here. Day 27. I start the day by making some enchantments and I place on my helmet Unbreaking 3, Respiration 3 and Protection 4. After that I see I can get Fortune 2 on my diamond pickaxe and I go very fast back in Nether to make some XP with mining quartz. After I made level 13 I place that enchantments on my pickaxe and I get Fortune 2 and Unbreaking 3. After that I go in the mine to test my new pickaxe and I get 4 diamonds from 2 ores. Day 28. I start the day by multiplying the cows, separate the small cows from the big cows and after that I kill the big cows for leather. After that I collect my old sugarcane because I need so much paper. Now I have paper and leather and I craft so much books and I start to place enchantments on books until I have the opportunity to place Seal Touch on my diamond pickaxe. Finally I have the opportunity to place Seal Touch on my diamond pickaxe and I go very fast in the Nether to mining quartz for XP. Day 30. I start the day by placing Seal Touch on my diamond pickaxe and I get Seal Touch and Unbreaking 3. After that I go to find the frozen ocean because I need pectiles for a future project. After some times I found another ocean monument and another one. In the end of day 30 I see a little piece of ice pack and after that I see there is a little piece of a giant iceberg. Day 31. I go to see the portal ruin and I try to activate it. After some times I activate the portal and I go in Nether to see where is that portal. I explore it a little bit the Nether but a guys attack me and I go back in Overworld. To the rest of the day I collect ice pack. Day 32. After a very long time I fill up my entire inventory with pectiles. After that I go in Nether and I try to go home and I start to go in the Soulstone Valley. I found the best chain and I think above a best chain is my portal and my portal is here. I made a very risky thing and I make a bridge directly to my portal. And in the end of the day I arrive home. Day 33. In the morning I meet a creeper, I place a double chest and I place my all pectiles here. Because I need slime for my future mob farm, I go to find a swamp and to get some. In my journey, I found a giant mountain from 1.18. After some times, I found a swamp and I stay here to the night to kill some slime. I kill some slime and I risking my life for some slime ball. I kill another one. In the end of the night, I get 35 slime ball. Day 34. In the morning of day 34, I start to go home. After a very long time, I'm arrive home. I store my slime in the same chest with pectiles. I go to my boat and I go to find a sand island. I found one and I start to collect sand. I get 5 stack and I go home. When I arrive home, the night was here. Day 35. I start the day by making some furnace and after that I place my sand to smelt. I made a netherrack platform and after that I start to work on the glass tube where the future mob farm mob will fall. In the end of the day I finish to make the tube where the mob will fall. Day 36. In the morning I start to work on the mob collection system and after a few minutes I finish that. I place some torch because I don't want to spawn any mob here. I craft some bow and after that I craft more dispenser. Day 37. I started the day by collecting some cobblestone and after that I made 27 observer. I start to work on the spawning platform and in the middle of each platform I place a dispenser facing up. After that I place an observer facing up above each dispenser. In the end of day 37 I made more spawning platform. Day 38. I go back to the frozen ocean because I use my all pectiles and I need more. When I arrive to the frozen ocean I start directly to collect pectiles. In the end of the day I collect a lot of pectiles. Day 39. Early in the morning I start to collect pectiles. In the end of the day I fill up my entire inventory with pectiles. Day 40. Early in the morning because now I have a lot of pectiles I start directly to make more spawning platforms. Because I work very hard in the end of day 40 I finish to make the all spawning platforms. Day 41. I made a stone cutter and I start to collect my all quartz I have. I craft 22 bucket, I fill up with water and I start to place that on the each layer of the mob farm. In the end of the day I finish to place that in each dispenser. Day 42. I fill up 2 buckets with water and I finish to make the mob farm collection system. I made 2 sticky pistons, 2 comparator and 2 hoppers. Day 43. I start the day by placing some quartz to smelt. I made a timer on the top of the mob farm and I placed an ice pack in the timer. I placed the last piece of the redstone and now the farm starts working. I collect my smooth quartz and I start to work a little bit on the last platform from the top. Day 44. I start to work early in the morning and I use my ore quartz. When I arrived down, here was very more mob and I killed that. After that, because I need more quartz, I go in nether to collect more quartz. Day 45. I craft some block of quartz and I put that to smelt. I mine some coal and I put that in each furnace. I go to the top, I made some smooth quartz slab and I go to work. I place some smooth quartz slab on the top of the timer to prevent the mob spawning. Day 46. I start the day by collecting some obsidian because I want to make a portal. After I get 10 pieces of obsidian, I go to my boat and I go to find a village. After some time I found a village and the night is here. Day 47. I start the day by making a nether portal. I go in nether and I start to look to my industrial area portal. After a few minutes I found a frozen ocean portal. And finally I found my industrial area portal and I start to work on the tunnel. Day 48 to 49. I start to make a little tunnel to transport the villager from the house in the portal. After a very long time I finish transport the villager from the overworld in the nether. In the end of day 49 I arrive home with the 2 villagers. Day 50. In the evening I see very more mobs in the tube of the mob farm and I go to kill them. After that I start to prepare a safe place for the villagers. I build a safe structure for the 2 villagers. I made a tunnel to the villagers and after that I transport the 2 villagers with the old technique with water bucket. After I transport the 2 villagers, the end of day 50 is here. Day 51. In the morning I make a shovel and I place efficiency 4 on that and I get efficiency 4 and a breaking 3. After that I go to the top of my mountain and I start to collect dirt. In the end of the day I fill up my entire inventory with dirt. Day 52. I start the day by making some terraforming by placing so much dirt. After some times I complete a big part with dirt and after that I see I have very more mobs in the mob farm and I go to kill them. Day 53. I start the day by multiplying the coals, I collect some coal and after that I made some campfire. I made some chests and I go to mine iron because I need hoppers. In the end of the day I return to the surface with 48 iron. Day 54. In the morning I place my iron to smelt and I place the campfire where the mob will fall. I make some hoppers, I place a double chest and I make a little item collection system. To the rest of the day I go to collect dirt, in the end of the day I fill up a chest with dirt. Day 55. I start the day by placing dirt to make a big dirt platform. I work very hard, in the end of the day I place so much dirt. Day 56. I start the day by going to collect more dirt. After I fill up my entire inventory with dirt, I leave the old dirt in that chest. To the end of the day I collect more 30 stack of dirt. Day 57. I start the morning by placing dirt to make bigger my dirt platform. After some times I use my old dirt from my inventory and I go to took my dirt from my chest. To the end of the day I place so much dirt. Day 58. In that day I continue to place more dirt. After some times I use all dirt I have and I make a big dirt platform. Day 59. In the morning I collect my crops and after that I multiply my cows. After that I separate the small cows from the big cows and I kill the big cows for food. After that I go in nether to collect so much quartz because I need quartz for a future project. Day 60. I come back on overworld and I put an enchant on my shovel and I get efficiency 4 and a breaking 3. After that I start to collect some dirt, I fill up my entire inventory and after that I go to extend the dirt platform for a future project. In the end of the day I finish to extend that. Day 61. I made block of quartz from my ore quartz and I place that to smelt. I go to collect some dirt and after that I collect my smooth quartz. After that I start to work on the first pillar of the future villager breeder. In the end of the day I finish to make the pillars. Day 62. I start the day by making the platform where the villager will stay. After that I start to work on the collection system of the small villagers. And the end of the day was here. Day 63. I start the day by going to find some sand. I found a little island, but that's not enough and I go to find a desert. After some times I found a desert and I start to collect so much sand. I fill up my entire inventory with sand, and in the end of the day I arrive home. Day 1 stack or day 64. I start the day by placing 6 stacks of sand to smelt. I return to the breeder and I place some composter and bats. After that I start to work on the walls of the breeder by placing some quartz and glass. In the end of the day I place the trapdoors. Day 65. In the morning I start to work on the tube where a small villager will fall and with which I can transport that to another place. After I finish the tube I make a little room where I can store the small villagers. In the end of the day I collect my old potatoes. Day 66. I start the day by transforming the dirt and after that I plant some potatoes. After that I start to make a tunnel from the villagers to the breeder. After some time I finish to make the tunnel below the grass platform. In the end of the day I finish to make the tunnel up to the breeder. Day 67. I start the day with my 2 villagers, we transport that to the breeder. After some time I arrive with my villagers to the breeder. I give to that some potatoes and after a time the first baby is here. In the end of the day I destroyed a part of that stage. Day 68. I start the morning by going in Nether and collect some quartz. After some time I collect some quartz and I go in the frozen ocean portal. When I arrive here I start directly to collect pectites. In the end of the day I collect 3 stacks and 20 pectites. Day 69. In the morning I arrive home and I made block of quartz of my quartz. And after that I put that to smelt. Day 70. I collect my smooth quartz and I start to work on the design of the breeder. After I made a design for the walls I start to place some pectites in the interior. I start to make blue and light blue dye and after that I made blue and light blue glass. After that I start to place blue and light blue glass on the pectites. In the end of the day I finish to make the design for the villager breeder. Day 71. In the morning I give more potatoes and carrot to my villagers. After that I destroy the stairs to that. I go down to the villager room and I see that I have 3 villagers. After that I start to make an outline of my island. In the end of the day I finish to make a very big part of the island outline. Day 72. I start the day by collecting dirt. After I fill up my entire inventory with dirt, I go to make bigger the dirt platform. To the end of the day, I use a big part of my dirt. Day 73. I wake up early in the morning and I start to place the dirt I have. I use my old dirt and I go to make another shovel. I make the shovel and I place Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4 on that. Day 74. I start the day by collecting dirt because I need so much. After a very long time I fill up an entire chest with dirt and my inventory. And the night was here. Day 75. Because in the previous day I collect so much dirt, in that day I start to place that and make bigger the dirt platform. The end of day 75 is here and I complete a very big area with dirt. I start the day by making a diamond pickaxe and I enchant that with Efficiency 4 and I get Efficiency 4 and Fortune 3. After that I go in Nether and I start to mine to find some ancient debris. After some times I found the first 2 pieces of ancient debris. I found another one, more 3. I use my old durability of my pickaxe and in the end of the day I got 12 pieces of ancient debris. Day 77. I start the day by cutting down some tree and after that I start to work on the future trading area. After some times I finish to make the place for 10 villagers. After that I start to work on the little system which with I can transport the villagers. In the end of the day I finish to make the system which with I transport the villagers to the surface. Day 78. In the morning I start to work on the dirt tube which in I transport the villagers. I make that tube until to the trading area, I place 1 hectare to each place and after that I start to transport the first villagers. In the end of the day I finish transport 2 villagers. Day 79. I continue the work by transporting more villagers. After some hard work in the end of that day I finish transport all 10 villagers. Day 80. In the morning I start to collect my old sugarcane and I made paper. After that I start to reset a villager trade until I get the best enchant from that. When I found a good enchant I block that. To the end of the day I get Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling 3, Fortune 3 and Mending. Day 81. After some times I found a villager with Protection 4 and I need this a lot. After that I start to destroy the dirt tunnel. When the night is approaching, I start to prepare a place for a zombie so I can transform the villager very easy in a zombie villager. After that I make a little trap and I go to looking for a zombie. The morning is here and unfortunately I don't found any zombie. Day 82 to 83. Accidentally I see a zombie below the mob farm. I attract that in the tunnel which is below the grass layer. I give to the zombie a stone sword to don't despawn, and after that I attract that to the villagers. And I coach that in my little trap. After that I go in Nether to find another fortress and to get some blaze rod. After some times I found a fortress and I go in that to find a blazer spawner. I found a blaze spawner, I made the place safe and I start to kill the blaze. I beat some blaze and I got 31 blaze rod. When I go home I meet with a wither skeleton and I beat that hoping I can get a wither skull. Day 84. In the morning I made a brewing stand and I placed that in the front of a villager. I fill up some bottle with water, I place that in a brewing stand, I place blaze powder and a fermented spider ray and I start to make a weakness potion. In the end of the day I plant some oak sapling. Day 85. After that I start to transform the villagers in zombie villagers. I give weakness to the 3 villagers and after that I give 1 golden apple to each one. To the end of the day I transform more 3 villagers. Day 87. The first zombie villager was transformed back in a normal villager. After that I transform more 2 villagers in zombie villagers. After that I get unbreaking tree for only 1 emerald. I collect my old rotten flesh and I sell that to my cleric. Day 88. I start the morning by making books and I sell that to my villagers for emerald. After that I buy my first book with protection 4. I make more trades and I get 4 books with protection 4 for my future armor. I buy my first mending and after that I go to mine and I get 24 iron. Day 89. I start the day by destroying the dirt tube which in I transport the village. I made an anvil, I combine my 2 pickaxes with efficiency 4 and I get efficiency 5, unbreaking 3 and fortune 3, and after that I place mending on that. I go in Nether to mine ancient debris and now I can repair my pickaxe with mining quartz. I found the first 2 pieces of ancient debris. I found another one. After a long mining session I get 19 ancient debris. Day 90. In the morning I place my 19 ancient debris which I mined in the previous day to smelt and more 12 which I mined in the past. After that I go to mine gold because I need gold to craft netherite ingot. I got 55 pieces of gold and more other minerals. I collect my netherite scarp, I place the gold to smelt and I make my first 2 netherite ingot. Day 91. I made a full diamond armor without the helmet because of the helmet I have a very good enchant and I keep that. I made the smithing table and I transform my helmet from diamond into netherite. I place protection 4 to the each piece of my armor, feather falling 3 on my boots and after that I place unbreaking 3 to the each piece of my armor. After that I collect my gold and I make netherite ingot from my old netherite scarp. After that I transform my entire armor from diamond to netherite. Now I have a full netherite armor with protection 4. After that I transform my pickaxe into a netherite pickaxe, I place mending on my helmet and I place unbreaking 3 and mending on my sword, and after that I transform that into a netherite sword. Day 92. In the morning I make a bow and I go to enchant it. I don't want unbreaking 3, so I made an enchant on the book and after that I can get power 4 on my bow. I go in Nether to mine quartz for XP and in my journey I found a portal ruin. I collect the gold block and after that I go to mine more quartz. Day 93. In the morning I place power 4 on my bow and I get power 4 and flame, and I don't want flame because I need punch. I make another bow and finally I get punch 2 and unbreaking 3. After that I buy power 4 from my villagers and I place that on my bow. After that I combine 2 shovels and I get efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3. I place mending on my shovel and after that I transform that in a netherite shovel. Now I go in Nether to repair my shovel with XP by mining quartz. Day 94. I leave my quartz in the chest and I go to collect dirt with my new shovel. I fill up my inventory with dirt and I leave the dirt in 2 chests, and after that I fill up the inventory again to the end of the day. Day 95. Because now I have very more dirt, I start to work on the outline of my future industrial island. I work very hard and in the end of the day I finish to make the entire outline. Day 96. Because I remind with so much dirt, I start to extend my grass platform. I remind with a half inventory of dirt from the 2 chests I collect in the previous day and I fill up a very big area. Day 97. Because in 3 days I go to be the Ender Dragon, I start to cut down my little forest by hoping to get some apples to make the golden apples. In the end of the day, I get 14 apples. Day 98. In the morning, I made some golden apples, I buy some ender pearl for my killer Nick, and after that I craft some Eye of Ender. I took some arrows, some bottles, and after that I start to go to the stronghold on my boat. In the end of the day, I arrive in a desert and I settle here for the night. Day 99. In the morning, I found the jungle and the port ruin. I cut down a jungle tree because I want the jungle sapling and I want to get cocoa bean. After some times, I found a stronghold and I start to dig directly to that. I found a stronghold and I start to explore that. Day 100 is here and finally I found the end portal. After that I activate the portal and I go to beat the dragon. I go up to the surface and I start to destroy the end crystals. I destroy the first end crystal, the second end crystal, the third end crystal, and finally I destroy the lost end crystal. I collect some dragon beads. Time I finish to beat the ender dragon. I get level 67 from the Ender Dragon. That was the first 100 day of Minecraft Hardcore on 1.18. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to reach 5000 subscribers as soon as possible.